guns or illegal weapons from the nation's streets. As Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda, how do you feel about a strategic national security meeting, the first of its kind?
Well, I'm delighted to know that the security agenda is taking on that kind of prominence within the Caribbean, because, as you know, security is the fourth pillar within CARICOM. So in other words, we are giving it the kind of prominence that it deserves. And so to have held this workshop here in Antigua and Barbuda, dealing with some specific issues as it relates to gun crimes and ammunition and all that, is in keeping with the agenda. What is important is the fact that everyone recognizes that you have to have collaboration and cooperation throughout the region if you're going to be able to solve some of these criminal activities that are taking place. And it's a question now of developing a regional approach to addressing some of these issues, specifically in specific areas, of concern. So this is most welcomed. I think it's the beginning of something that is going to be of great importance for the people of the region as we seek to tackle crime in all its manifestations.
Right. The other question I want to ask you is plans for the inaugural OECS Assembly to be held here in Antigua sometime later this year, in June or so. What are some of the initial discussions as it relates to that?
Well, as you are aware, we met with the Director General of the OECS Secretariat just recently here in Antigua and Barbuda, and we were talking about the necessary steps that have to be taken to make sure that this inauguration of the OECS Parliamentary Assembly as part of the OECS Economic Union Initiative, it goes off very well. The plan is to have it done on the 15th of June. Discussions continuing. We're looking at some of the specific areas. We have to engage some stakeholders. We have to ensure that the opposition in the various territories, they are all brought into the process, because they will be an integral part of this. It will be, the representation will be both government and opposition, as the proportional representation within each parliament it would be reflected in the numbers. So we have to make sure that the necessary engagement is made. I have already contacted, for instance, the leader of the opposition here in Antigua and Barbuda, giving him an idea as to what the initial requirements are, to call upon him to begin to identify who the representatives of the opposition will be, and that a date has been set. Of course, the Director General of the OECS will also be making contact with the leaders of the opposition in the respective territories.
It's quite early yet to say, but what, in your view, what are some of the critical areas that will be discussed at this an assembly like this?
Well, as it says, it's an inaugural assembly, so you're not going to be going into too much details. Obviously, we will have to set the order paper for future meetings. We'll be looking at, there will be a legislative agenda which will be debated and discussed at the Assembly going forward. But this is just a symbolic inauguration where it will signal the start of the process whereby the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, the OECS Economic Union, will begin to take shape through the inauguration of that assembly here in Antigua and Barbuda. And we are very pleased and very proud of the fact that Antigua and Barbuda was chosen for this inauguration.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.